Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a recipe for an indulgent, decadent chocolate trifle, which is going to have brownies on the bottom, chocolate mousse and whipped cream, maybe some strawberries on top too. And it's all actually happens to be low carb and keto friendly, but you can definitely enjoy it anyhow on any diet that you like. Now I've written full blog post to go along with the recipe, which I'll leave a link to down below, which will have all the step-by-step instructions, photos, everything you need to make this chocolate trifle, so you can pin, bookmark, save for whenever you want to make it. And I've actually made the elements before, so I'm gonna kind of speed through the making of all the elements and then we'll get to putting it all together. But yep, check down below for more information, and make sure if you're new to my channel you subscribe for more videos just like this. Leave a like and a comment to let me know if you try this indulgent chocolate delight. I look forward to reading your comments. So step number one, let's go and make the chocolate brownies, which we're going to have as the base for our chocolate trifle. We're going to start by melting the chocolate and butter together. And now that we have our pool of chocolate, I've taken it off the heat and I'll just give it a couple of minutes to cool while I get all the ingredients out. And then I love this because it's a one pot wonder. I'm just going to one by one add all the ingredients into my saucepan here to form my brownie batter. And we're going to switch our spoon out for a whisk. And we're going to start by whisking in some stevia. You can use your sweetener of choice, sugar, maple syrup, honey, whatever you use as your sweetener, go for that. But if you want to make it low carb keto, use stevia, otherwise up to you. So whisked in the stevia, and we'll add in a teaspoon of vanilla. Just whisk that through. Go for a couple of shakes of salt. And then we'll add in 4 eggs, one at a time, whisk it in, and then add the next. And 2. And the final egg going in. Smelling pretty incredible, and we're going to do the last couple of whisks, and then we'll shake that off and we'll move back to our spoon and mix in our almond flour. And finally, you can add ground almonds, almond flour, whatever you like. It just will determine whether you have a smoother end brownie or a more rough kind of one. And we'll mix that through to make our brownie batter. And as I said, down below I have the blog post with all of the instructions, and I did share this brownie recipe just the other week and I've got loads of good feedback, and yeah, I keep making batch after batch of this. Now that is a perfect brownie batter. Look at that, smells pretty amazing. Now I've got a baking dish which I've lined and greased well, and we're going to pour the batter into it. And it's going to go into an oven which I've preheated to 180 degrees Celsius, which is 350 Fahrenheit, for 20 to 25 minutes until we've got beautiful brownies which will form the base of our chocolate trifle. So that is pretty perfect. It'll go in the oven and I will show you when they're ready. Brownies are out the oven. They smell pretty amazing. I'm letting them cool down. I've chopped them into 16 pieces. I kind of do 4 along, 4 across. And I'm going to let this cool down, and tomorrow is actually my husband's birthday. That is why I'm making this big, beautiful chocolate trifle. You could make it for a birthday or for Christmas, for anything you like. So I made the brownies today. They always taste better the day afterwards, and then they'll be completely cool tomorrow for me to construct my chocolate trifles. And through the magic of editing, that will be the next clip. I'm going to be making the chocolate mousse tomorrow and putting the whole chocolate trifle together, so keep watching for that. It's now the next day and it's time to make the final elements of my trifle. I've got fresh Irish cream over here. You need whatever cream will whip up, and this whips up beautifully if you use heavy whipping cream, double cream, whatever you like. Obviously the thicker the cream, the richer and higher fat your dessert will be. And I've got dark chocolate, 75%. This is a LD dark chocolate. Use any chocolate you want if you're counting macros, as lower carb will be as high a percentage, so 85, 90%. Otherwise you could make it milk. You could even make it white if you want, whatever you want. So I am going to get on and make a chocolate mousse by simply melting chocolate with a couple of tablespoons of cream, and then I'm going to whip up the cream. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to whip up heaps of it. Half of it I'm going to use in my mousse, the other half I'm going to use in my cream layer. But it will all come together, starting off with melting chocolate with some cream. Now I've got the chocolate over low heat, I've got a couple of tablespoons of cream there, and I'm just going to melt the chocolate really slowly. Once it's melted, we'll pour it into a bowl. The chocolate is melted, I've moved it in a bowl to cool, and now we're going to whip up our cream. There you go, it's all whisked up. I definitely feel like I've got more cream here than I need, but you can keep it to enjoy as whipped cream with some strawberries or whatever you like. So I'm going to take a portion of this and add it into my chocolate over here. I'll just add a couple of tablespoons at a time. Probably I'll use maybe a quarter, a third of the cream I've got here, just until I've got a beautiful chocolate mousse, which will form my chocolate mousse layer. There we go, we've got our chocolate front and center here, and we'll add in some of the whipped cream. Now you can add a bit of stevia if you want to sweeten it a bit, or any other vanilla flavoring or anything you like, but I'm just going to keep my whipped cream nice and simple like that to make a really simple chocolate mousse. Now I decided which chocolate mousse to make because I've got 5 on my blog, all that are low carb and keto friendly, but I thought this one with just 2 ingredients would be the perfect one. And yeah, that looks pretty perfect to me for a chocolate mousse layer. This is going to be one rich, decadent chocolate trifle. There you go, that's looking pretty perfect to me. So now I'm going to actually construct my trifle into individual little glasses. So I'm going to get on and make my first trifle now. I have all my elements at the ready. We've got our chocolate mousse, I've got my brownies from yesterday, and we've got our whipped cream here too. And we'll get a glass out and we'll build up our chocolate trifle. Starting with brownie as the base. I've broken up one of the brownies into little pieces. We'll pop it down at the bottom. I'll just use a spoon to kind of help it along and fill that bottom layer. You could use a whole trifle dish instead if you want. And next, some of the chocolate mousse on top. Some chocolate mousse layer. Oh yeah, this is going to be a yum dessert. Definitely small portion size because it is super rich and wonderful. And finally we'll top it with some whipped cream. And I'd say that is looking like a pretty decadent dessert. All it needs is a bit of strawberry on top to kind of balance out all the richness. But that is the video for today for this amazing chocolate trifle. Take another look at that, all the layers, yum. You can do a big dish and layer it up as much as you like, or an individual one like this, and I'm going to make individual ones for all of the family, and it's just going to be perfect. It's perfect whether you want to make it for birthday or for Christmas or for a crowd. It's just perfect. Everyone can kind of put together their own ones as well if you have all of the elements out separately like I've got here. But that is the video for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and leave a comment too. And remember to check down below for the link to the blog post where I'll have all the step-by-step instructions, all the information you need to make this decadent chocolate trifle. Take a look at it, all those layers. Yum! So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye!